Fidel Castro. In the Eastern Cape, the focus is on Cuba's contributions to healthcare. Cubans working in South Africa as well as local doctors trained in that country reflected on Castro's legacy.
The Eastern Cape is a beneficiary of Fidel Castro's extensive medical program. Cuban doctors work in rural villages and local doctors are trained in that country. Celebrating these ties and acknowledging the contribution of one of the greatest leaders of his generation.
I was in Cuba in 1980. I'm one of the first medical students that went to train in Cuba. You could see the amount of students that were there from all over Africa. We are definitely indebted to the Cuban people and in particular to Castro.
Despite an economic blockade on Cuba, the country's track record on health is the envy of the world, and its foundation is built on the spirit to serve.
That's something you grew up with, and it's so entrenched in your feelings. You don't see it as a task or something extra. You see it as part of your duty towards humanity, and that was his message always. Patients at Eastern Cape hospitals have also paid tribute to the Cuban leader.
Our young girls are now doctors because of this Cuba, so Castro worked wonders. We see it in our healthcare, and our children are working, bringing money home now.
Despite Cuba not being a wealthy country, it has invested heavily on social services. And South Africa's healthcare sector has benefited from this investment. SABC News, Eastern Cape.